No let up in the tug of war over a little boy with brain cancer this morning. The parents of 5-year-old Ashya King spent a second night in a Spanish jail. They are battling the British government over who has the right to treat their child. Mark Phillips is in London with the story. Mark, good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, this is about a desperately sick child, and it seems desperate parents wanting to do whatever they can for him, even if that's against doctors' advice. What everybody does seem agreed on, however, is that the whole thing has been very badly handled. The question is whether this is a family doing what's best for their child or what's worst. The King family took 5-year-old Ashya out of an English hospital late last week because they wanted a different treatment for his brain tumor than doctors were willing to provide. The response from British authorities was to issue an international arrest warrant for Brett King and his wife Nagma, who were by then driving their son to their vacation home in southern Spain. Police made it sound like a kidnapping.
Ashya is in a wheelchair and is fed through a tube. The feeding system is battery operated, and that battery will run out today.
But it turned out the danger was overstated. Ashya was soon seen with his feeding system plugged in and in the company of his family, who defended their actions.
So I just please ask, call off this ridiculous chase. We're not neglecting our son. He's in perfectly good health. We were most disturbed today to find that his face is all over the internet and newspapers, and we've been labelled as kidnappers, putting his life at risk, neglect. There's been a lot of talk about this machine. As you see, it's all plugged in. We've got loads of these feeds here.
The family want Ashya to be given the more targeted proton beam radiotherapy, which UK hospitals don't normally use for the type of cancer he has. Instead, the parents were hauled up before a Spanish judge and held in jail while the court decides whether they should all be extradited back to Britain, while Ashya lies in a Spanish hospital. Even Britain's Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg wonders whether the heavy hand of police action was what this case really needed.
But they're doing it, it seems to me, for very strong parental motives, because they think that's what's right for their son. I would like to see the family reunited, and then hopefully people can calmly make a decision about what should happen next.
There's all kinds of soul-searching going on now, including in British legal circles, as to whether the family has actually committed any crime that would require their arrest. But arrested they are, and the parents have now spent 2 nights in jail, and young Ashya has been alone in a strange hospital in a strange land. Nora?
Yeah, what a story.
That does not make sense.
That does not make sense.
2 days alone?
Yeah.